Welcome to Geordie Lass Doc Sass. One day, a Geordie and a Canadian walk into a bar and decide to start a podcast about relationships, and what a topic that is. No subjects are off limits. Get in touch today with us at geordielass.com or email info@geordielass.com and let us know what you think and what we should talk about. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, hello.
Hey, how's it going? We've got
Good.
our jazz hands out today.
Totally. And you know what? We are doing the shoulders today.
I know.
Shoulders.
Well, it's the summer
Your
vibe,
sexy
right?
shoulders. We are totally in the midst of summer, and it looks like both of us are like just dying without air conditioning or something.
Exactly. It is. It's very hot. We keep thinking we really need to invest in something to try and cool down the house, but then do absolutely bugger all about it.
And then winter comes, and then it lasts so long, and then we're like, forget it.
Exactly. Until the next heat wave, and then I'm dying again.
I know. And then you're like, why didn't I buy that thing when it was on sale in the wintertime?
Exactly.
Yeah. But you can't conceive of buying something when the climate does not match your current state. It's just very hard to think about. Yeah.
Yes. And we heard the other day that there were fires in Paris where we're going on our honeymoon. And your kind Athens fire service stepped in to help them out.
Bad things. Like, to be honest, like our region right now is not affected, which is good. But like there has been fatalities. There's been two firefighting helicopters has crashed. Anyways, really awful things. I'm hoping that I will say that it seems that the Greek fire services are really good given the huge thing that they're up against. Like we've seen some pretty astounding fires get cleaned up pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that they're getting the island ready for you.
The origin of the story was it actually started at a municipal plant because they had waste in an area that they shouldn't have been, and the mayor got arrested.
Oh,
we were reading this the other morning. I was like, oh my God, it's all happening in Paris. Who knew?
God, that sounds crazy.
So it is a bit, isn't it?
I mean, thankfully, the timing is going to be great. September, it's not usual for the fire season to extend that long. So I'm hoping good vibes for good. But that is crazy, for the mayor to get arrested.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, this country. Yeah.
All going on.
It is all going on. Welcome to the Greece. Yes, come on down. It is 6 weeks till this amazing day, and we get to meet for the first time.
Yay!
I know.
We're getting into that kind of fever pitch stage now. We went to visit the church where we're getting married on Sunday, and we're just kind of scoping things out for decorations and stuff. And it all made it very real and very exciting.
Isn't that crazy?
So, it's a beautiful church. I know. I think you're going to love it.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I think I told you, I was like, do I wear a fascinator? Do I not? And you were like, it's fine. Do whatever you want. I'm like, I don't know. Fascinator. Anyways.
Well, lots of people are going for hats and fascinators. So.
Oh, they are? Okay.
So they're all pulling out all the stops, Gail.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I should work on this. All right.
My fiance's best man came around on Sunday to try on his wedding suit, and he looked dapper.
Oh.
So very handsome. So
Gosh. I'm so excited.
Everybody's bringing it.
Like a Jersey wedding. This is just so thrilling. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
Me too.
6 That's crazy.
6 weeks. We're on the countdown.
Oh my gosh. Good times. So, Miss Relationship Desk of Love correspondent, are you still working on the desk? What is going on?
I'm still working on the desk, and I'm bringing you wedding news this time.
Of course.
So I'm keeping it all on theme.
Very good.
So I read this article at the weekend, and it was a woman who was complaining that she'd been to 3 weddings, and only in one of the weddings did they cater for her young daughter. So the other 2 weddings where she was invited to, there wasn't any special children's menu, and she was less than happy about this.
Okay. As somebody who's getting married in 6 weeks, what is your opinion on that kind of request from a guest? Just wondering.
Well, like she was saying, she wasn't quite sure kind of what is the etiquette because she just wasn't clear. Because one wedding she'd gone to, who was very close friend, they'd like done a great job, provided a lovely children's menu, blah blah blah. Now we originally weren't having any children at our wedding, and that kind of makes it easier. You don't have to make the decision. However, one of my fiance's friends, he wouldn't be able to come unless he could bring his children because his wife is away with another daughter, settling her in at uni. So totally understand and get that. And he didn't have any childcare, doesn't have family in the island. And so we said, rather than miss out on the wedding altogether, like, would you like to bring your children? So, and I did specifically ask him kind of like, what sort of things will they eat? And he said they'll eat anything. So
best.
So I would personally always go to kind of some effort to accommodate everybody that's there. We have vegetarians, vegans, we've got various food allergies. We've specifically asked people on the RSVP to tell us anything that we might need to know. And then obviously we can kind of relay all that back to the reception where we're going. And and they're a restaurant, they're used to dealing with requests like that.
Yeah.
So I think you should do something. But I think if you're not going to, you should tell somebody in advance because then you could bring your own food, right?
Well, yes, totally. I thought that's what parents would do, though. They're like, look, because I've got some parent friends and they've locked down. They're like, look, I know that it's going to be kind of a disaster wherever we're going. I just pack the stuff along. I know what my kids eat. I thought that was...
Well, I always had a bag of tricks. I always had food, snacks, games, toys, like you name it. I brought
your go bag.
I'd take the stuff to wherever we went. You just got kind of used to the fact that you always went out, and it's like you were leaving the house for 2 weeks. But you know, that's just kind of what you have to do when you've got young kids.
Wet wipes, diapers, and Band-Aids.
Everything, everything but the kitchen sink.
Literally, and sometimes that too.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the thing. Like, I would just think, like, I'd be super excited if they'd allow kids at a wedding, because that's not usual in Greece. Kids go everywhere, but but not so in the rest of the world. So if my kids were invited, I'd be like, wow, that's amazing that I can bring them. So I would just be like bringing my A game in terms of, don't worry, if my kids have peculiarities, accommodations, I'm bringing all that.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of an oldest child. I don't expect other people to kind of cater to me, so I just kind of get my own stuff. I'm very independent. Does that are we unusual?
I don't know. I don't think we are unusual. I think but the whole thing just comes down to communication, doesn't it? I mean, if you're going to somebody's wedding and you're taking your kids, then maybe you just ask the question, like, is there a separate menu or should I bring things? And often you have to like pre-order food as well, so you must know then, unless they didn't do pre-orders. I mean, we don't have to do ours, but it's not usual that you don't have to do pre-orders. Generally, when you've got a large party, you have to do kind of pre-orders, don't you? So yes.
Ooh.
Interesting.
It is interesting that, like, if you could see yourself, like, after the fact feeling resentful, do everybody a favor and use communication to ask ahead of time. I think that's absolutely right. Because the resentment piece is an avoidable piece if it were communicated ahead of time.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, fascinating. Oh, the politics. I know, it's crazy, politics. And remember what we covered a few months ago, that it's actually now becoming, did we cover this? Where it's like tipping now is sort of something.
At weddings?
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't had this conversation, I don't think. But you generally would have, like, because we've got it in our wedding budget. Adrian's like, what's that? And I went, well, I said it's supposed to be the done thing that you give the kind of primary suppliers, you'll give them a tip.
Oh, I thought no, the wedding guests.
Oh, we talked about
the wedding
whether
guests
you
tip,
do gifts in monetary gifts as opposed to sorry, I something suppliers.
It's gifts, but also tip, like where the guests tip. I can't remember what it is. Anyways, maybe stay tuned. Maybe I'll get more information for another time. But there's just a lot of interesting potential faux pas and all sorts of stuff that can happen at weddings. There's so many emotions. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's just like a lot goes into it, isn't there? So we've been quite chilled actually, like, but I've heard lots of stories about people who aren't chilled. Like, so I heard a story of a bride the other day who literally 2 days before our wedding said the corset on the dress that she'd chosen was far too tight and there's absolutely no way that she'd be able to breathe or wear it. 2 days before the wedding.
And then what did she insist on, like a refund or that she had to,
she had to have it altered, and the actual kind of the piping that's inside the corset that keeps it kind of stiff, that had to be raised. Yeah.
My mom
but 2 days
used
before
to do wedding parties. I can see that. Like she had some very crazy customers, like really unreasonable customers. I could see that.
There was another bride who was insisting that her mother couldn't wear a halter neck dress because the bridesmaids were wearing a halter neck dress.
Oh my God.
I just can't imagine me being this way at all. Like I haven't been. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Just do whatever.
Maybe not wear a white ball gown to your wedding. That's it. Maybe that's it. Like if somebody did that, you'd be like, okay, come on, dude. But other than that, yeah. You are so pretty chill. I haven't heard any strange directives. So far, so good. Yeah.
No. Turn up, have fun, dance a little. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm after.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's awesome. Honestly, like, I really do believe that the wedding is the first day in the rest of your life together. And if it's like the way that you start off sets the tone. So just be kind to each other, enjoy the moment. Don't, sweat the small stuff.
No. By then,
easier said than done.
I'll just be like, whatever. Just, as long as we're there, that's all that matters.
Yes.
Sorry, my phone keeps ringing.
Oh, well, it's the wedding bells. Wedding bells. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, should we do a hot topic?
Yes, please.
Today's hot topic: who gets the best version of you?
Yeah. Hopefully not your screen in Instagram scrolling. That's the only thing I can think about. Yeah. That's a really hard question. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's what we often see kind of play out is that often we save the best version of us for everybody else in our life, and we forget to kind of be the best version in our relationship. So you've got, like, if you think about yourself as like a battery, or your mobile phone's being charged up, you'll have a certain amount of battery life on any given day. Sometimes you might be at 100%, you might have enough to give everybody. Sometimes you might only be at 40% or 20%, and you might have nothing to give to anybody at all. But often we'll take that 20% or that 40% and we'll use all of that at work or with friends, or picking up kids and dropping them here, there and everywhere, or looking after kind of relatives. And then we get home and there's absolutely nothing left because we've used it all on everybody else. And we get really like snippy and snipey with the person that we're supposed to love the most.
And I wonder, have you ever had the experience where you're pissed off at each other, you're so drained yourself, but you have a party to go to together, right?
Yeah.
You go to the party.
You have to put your game face on.
Game face on, fabulous to everybody. And then you leave and you get back in the car at the end of the night and
instantly game face disappears. You left out the party.
100%. That sucks. That feels so awful. And you kind of know, like, if you're onto yourself, you know that you gone done effed up, because you're with your partner and they've seen this vibrant you this entire night, and then the car door slams shut and it's like, no, you don't get any of that. Ooh. Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. I read something recently, I think it was like just a news article or something, and it was about this woman was at a party with her husband, and it was like a work party, and the colleagues were saying, just saying all these lovely, wonderful, amazing things about her husband. And she said at the end of the party, so tell me why they get that version of you.
Oh.
So he was basically like all the platitudes, everything being kind of as nice as ninepence to everybody at work, and then kind of comes home and is just not the same person. It's a totally valid question though, right?
It
I see it sometimes
really
with
is.
you see it with your kids as well. Like, this is often something that plays out. Like, I mean, they are great with their friends. They go out, they have an amazing time, chitter chatter, like just, do anything for anybody. And then you get the grumpy version that comes home.
The sullen, single word answers.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, but again, it's this like energy thing. I think if somebody's like naturally, what is it? There's introvert, extrovert, but there's another one, isn't there? Is an ambivert. Is that right? Where you kind of like, you're a bit of both of them and you like the social interaction and you like being kind of gregarious and, full of life when you're out, but you've only got kind of so much of that to give. And then you come home and you kind of like switch into this introvert behavior because you've given kind of all of your energy away and there's just nothing left in the tank and you just can't do it anymore.
There's that, but there's also something else. So when we first start dating, again, we're on best behavior. We expend a lot of energy to really show up and we don't even realize we're doing it.
Yeah.
The problem is comfort. Is when we start, like your kids, right? They're like, oh, mom loves me regardless. I'm comfortable at home. Therefore, I'm just not going to try. I'm not going to put any effort in. We really have to check that because comfort, or like, I'm just going to wear my Crocs and my sweatpants. I'm not going to put on makeup. I'm not going to take a shower. Like all these things, behavioral activation is something that increases our mood and our well-being, and we have to exercise it in our relationships. Is keep making effort and showing up, putting our Sunday best on. I like to think about it as putting our Sunday best on every day in our relationship because, I'm comfortable around you. So that's why I'm quiet and sullen. No dice, my friend. No, you will be heading towards breakup eventually.
I think it is important to kind of, to be able to show up kind of, not necessarily kind of every day 24/7. And if you're really genuine, you're feeling something. So if you're just having those kind of like odd off days where you just don't feel quite right, it's just really important to communicate it, isn't it? Like I was in a bit of a weird mood on Sunday, I don't know why. And I just said to like my partner, I was just like, I feel really discombobulated today. I don't know what's going on, but this is how I'm feeling. So then he knows if maybe I snap unintentionally or if I'm a bit quiet or kind of whatever the behavior is, at least he's got something to understand kind of what's happening. If you don't say anything at all and then you're kind of like argumentative or snapping with each other or, or you just kind of want to take yourself away, then the other person's just left thinking, what the hell's going on? Like, this is unusual behavior. I don't get it. I don't understand where I stand. Have I done something to upset you? But at least if you kind of voice in advance to just say, look, I'm really knackered today. There's no battery left. I'm just going to kind of go upstairs, read a nice book, have a bath, have an early night. You just know where you stand in life, right?
Yeah. Ooh. And that's for women who are pregnant, women who are like menopausal, premenstrual. It's just anytime when our hormones really like get the better of us, it is actually very helpful to like we may be in a horrible mood. But if we can just be introspective to be like, oh, I'm actually in a horrible mood. Like it's just rain clouds all around me. And to at least express that. Yeah. I mean,
definitely.
It's
emotions
possible.
happen, right? Yeah. And we can't be happy 100% of the time, can we? Emotions happen. They're real. They're there for a reason, just to kind of signal that something's maybe a little bit off. But having that ability to be able to say, actually, I feel like I'm in a bit of a funk today. Can we just take some time apart? At least you know where you stand, right?
And
I'm feeling very hormonal.
Yeah. And it's a bit to like say, I need to rest and recharge. I need an hour. Yeah. That's why a lot of people like exercise, solo exercise. If they go for a run or they go for whatever, like a swim by themselves, it gives them that time to recharge.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like it is, you don't recharge on Netflix or Instagram. Like you don't. That's not healthy recharge time, if I may say.
You can't take it away from me.
I'm sorry. I know I keep trying to cancel your subscription on you, but
you got no chance, mate.
No.
My kids would be up in arms as well.
Oh.
My daughter's gone away and she messaged me from the airport and says, what's the password to Netflix?
Oh my gosh. So she can be on her device in travel.
So she could download something to watch on the plane.
That is so funny. That's awesome. Okay, I'm not going anywhere with your Netflix subscription. That's not happening. That's okay. That's all right.
But yes, I do like to go for walks too. I'm not solely in front of the TV. In fact, I rarely watch TV in the summer. It's more of a winter thing for me.
Ooh, I'm thinking about like cozy sweater,
blankets.
soup.
Yeah. Somebody posted something the other day, said we're 4 months away from this, and started putting on pictures of like Christmas and winter scenes and all sorts of random stuff. I was like, what? No way. I'm still outside. I'm still in my flip-flops and I'm still in the garden. Can't take that away from me yet.
Honestly, summer doesn't last very long. So, or in certain northern climes. So like, don't ruin our fun.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And summer can't be over until the wedding's over because we need sunshine on that day.
Sunshine and warmth. It's happening. Yes. I have this vision. I've never been to Jersey. When I go, there'll be sunshine. It'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm praying for it too.
Excellent.
Would you like a listener's question?
Yes.
Okay. So I have to get serious and put my glasses on.
Mm-hmm.
My husband is a wonderful man. He's loyal and kind and works hard for our family. But he's never asked me how I am and never notices when I'm struggling. Or if I need something, he said, I just need to ask for it. I don't want to have to ask every single time. Am I being unrealistic in expecting him to notice? Or is emotional attentiveness something that can actually be learned?
I've got my opinion on these things.
Well, I think this is this thing, isn't it, about kind of like mind reading and expecting other people to read our minds. But I also think kind of caught up in all of this as well is around your like sense of control. So if you are the type of person that wants to be in control of everything and wants things to be done in kind of like a certain way, and I'm not saying this is playing out there, but it could be, then often you get into this situation where you might want the help, but you have created this kind of position where you do everything. Like I always cook, but I love cooking. So it's not a thing for me. I don't necessarily see it as a job. Sometimes get a bit fed up of trying to think of what to make. But outside of that, like if somebody said to me, right, here's the next 5 meals I want you to make, I'd just be like, happy days. Yeah, I'll get on with it. Like cooking is my therapy. But if it wasn't, but I've got into this position where I'm always cooking and then I get resentful of that, then you can understand then when you might get kind of, you know, that causes a challenge and a problem in the relationship. And if you're somebody then that doesn't want to ask, you want somebody else just to notice, which rarely happens, then you're just deepening the problem. What are your thoughts?
No, absolutely. Like the thing is that there, and again, the hard thing is probably at some point in time early in the relationship, he was a little different. He probably was more attentive. So you probably momentarily saw something a little different. You know, like honestly, acceptance of who somebody is one of the most powerful things because at least we're not burning energy trying to change somebody.
Trying to change something. Yeah.
And if this is a real deal breaker and really like it takes a lot of soul searching, if this is a deal breaker and all the other values that your partner has does not measure up to what is lacking, the hole in the bucket, that value, that is worth thinking about, you know, does this relationship end? But like, honestly, the likelihood of turning this guy around, very unlikely. Maybe you get a 10% shift so you can kind of agree on like, what are the 3 things I'd love you to like notice or ask about? Like 3 specific things, like, you know, after I've done this thing, can you ask me if I'm tired? Or could you make me tea when I come home after 3 specific tasks and always do those things. And I'll probably have to remind you anyways, 50% of the time. The rest of the stuff, you're just going to have to prompt them. And it's a win that they will actually do it if asked. I suppose if the guess what I'm thinking game is like, you should know when I'm tired. You should know when I'm feeling like I need a hug. And the fact that you don't notice means you don't care because I would notice like and oftentimes the person speaking is probably quite attentive themselves. That's their love language. Not Buddy's love language, though. That's not how he perceives love. Maybe he's a physical touch guy. That's how he perceives love.
Yeah, because there's kind of three parts to it. One, I would say, is this kind of division of labour, which is often a kind of challenge in relationships, isn't it? In terms of how you divide the labour up. Does it feel fair? Does it feel appropriate? And are you both happy with that? So it sounds like that, this person isn't very happy with that. And maybe there's something that needs to happen to kind of readdress the balance. The second point, I think, that is in there is then around this kind of, this affection, this kind of noticing, this kind of like, having compliments paid. And often, we're very complimentary in the beginning, aren't we? Oh, you look handsome, or don't you look beautiful today? I like your outfit, I like your hair, like whatever, you come back from the hairdressers, you expect your partner to kind of notice these things. My fiance has a running joke, which is whenever I'm at the hairdressers, he always messages me while I'm there and says, your hair looks beautiful.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I haven't even had it done yet.
Just
and he's like, I don't want to forget. Yeah.
It doesn't want to,
yeah. So I think, it is nice to kind of, to appreciate your partner and to be attracted to them and compliment them in nice ways. But often that's the stuff that kind of drops down the priority list as you've been together for a long time, because you kind of say, well, that I think you're beautiful. That's often the kind of response, isn't it? But that doesn't mean to say that you don't want to hear it, because we all like to hear it every now and again. So
we can't hear it enough.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. And then the third point was around, can you learn kind of emotional intelligence? Yes, I would say. I think you can.
You can, but in a learned pattern way, where I've coached a number of engineers. They really, really don't feel the emotional impulse. That's not, it's not, they're not going to feel as well of emotion and act from there. They are going to be, because we've coached them, like set reminders on your phone.
Yeah.
Every day or every week, get a thing, compliment your wife, at 4 p.m. or thereabouts, whatever that might be, is because there's like, you can learn the behaviors that look emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
And listen, that is romantic. Like if you are willing to make that, if you're a very, very science-based, like left brain, I can't remember, person, you're not going to be brimming with emotion. And if I may say, like, if we ask ourselves, do you want your mathematician partner to be like a soppy English major? Probably not. Like their analytical mind and probably their success in life, that attracted you. So be careful the things you ask for, is because the things that made you attracted are often the things that will make you very annoyed as time goes on, because there's the flip side of the card.
Yeah. So
if you can program in and learn what emotional intelligence looks like and behave accordingly, great. And a lot of times for partners, they're like, no, but I want it to come spontaneously. I'm like, no bueno, not going to happen.
Yeah. I do think there are steps you can take, though, to improve your kind of thinking. So I think kind of reflection and being able to just, whether you set a reminder to get you to kind of do the thing, but really just reflecting. Like I often do after we've spent like a nice weekend together, I reflect on that and think, right, what were the things I really enjoyed? What made that really lovely, nice, special weekend? And it's really lovely just to kind of savor the moments. But also when things aren't going so well in your relationship, it's equally as important to sit and think, well, actually, why do things feel like a bit rough right now? Why are we in this kind of dodgy patch? How did we get here? What do we need to do differently in order to kind of, mitigate this, or to kind of stop it from happening in future?
Nice. And actually gratitude, and not in the cheesy, like gratitude, it's more noticing and just savoring aloud with each other the things that were really gorgeous. And that tends to come very naturally to a lot of people when prompted. Prompted is like, hey, we had this, do you want to sit out with a drink in the garden and just think about our weekend? And, or, again, the person for whom this is really important, do the initiating, even if you feel you're initiating all the time. Because if your partner comes to the table, it's like, yeah, absolutely. I'd love, that was a really beautiful moment. If that unlocks words and affirmation and closeness, I think it really bugs people when they feel they're always the initiator, like they're carrying the mental load of needing to create these moments.
Lots of times, though, I think like, well, so what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what does it matter? So if you're
Yeah.
insistent that, your partner has to initiate just as much as you do, then you're locked permanently, aren't you, in this position that's probably never going to change. And it's the ego that's telling you that your partner needs to kind of step up and do the initiating, and you're sick and tired of doing it. But actually, if you just accept that that's my role, I'm going to be the initiator. You have this with like friendships, don't you? You'll have certain friendships where they'll always be the ones that reach out to you, or vice versa. You'll always be the one that's reaching out to them to set up a date, to go out, meet, have fun together. Like, if you sometimes you're just the person, you always take that role in that relationship. And often we accept that position because we go, oh, well, I just kind of know that that's how it is. But when we feel like we're kind of resisting it, and we feel like we get then entrenched in, and we say, right, that's it, throw my toys at the pram, I'm not initiating anymore. If they want to come speak to me, they'll come speak to me. But then the person that suffers then is you, because you miss out on those moments of happiness.
And that is true. And that's the question, is like, fairness is a value. And that's often when there's a values clash and you feel really, really put out, it's because fairness. But again, are you going to die on that hill? And actually, I had our client mention that recently, is like, look, I spent many years stressing and fretting about the unfairness. And I was like, is this worthy of, am I going to get divorced because of this? Like, am I going to just cash in my friendship because of this? And they're like, nah, might as well. Just accept it.
Just accept it. Yeah.
It's way lighter. And then, of course, like, the problem is we're all about fairness, and the current narrative is always about like 50-50 effort and, reduce the emotional burden that, most women take in their relationships. And it's like, oh my God, what I find really exhausting is the emotional load of carrying the emotional load.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's one less thing you worry about, is like, screw the fairness.
Yeah.
Life is an odd mix of, there's a lot of things that your partner is doing that you don't actually realize because you may not value it that much, but they do.
Yeah.
And they show up. They may just do the oil changes on your car without being asked. And you're like, what does that take? But it takes effort. It takes, oil changes can be a love language. They literally are.
As is car washing.
It really is. Like, I've had many male partners who are like, I do all the things on the car. I keep our finances in order. I'm taking care of the house insurance. Not sexy. It's not like frilly underwear, but like, they really like that. They take it very seriously. And they really are proud of themselves for keeping that schedule, the car maintenance schedule. They're like, I'm doing a lot.
Yeah.
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 It's very sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
And infuriating, but c'est la vie, right? Like, that is life.
Yeah, it is life. That doesn't mean to say you need to be a complete and utter pushover though in life. I think that isn't what we're saying, but we are saying, try and recognize the good things that your partner does do. And it's probably more than you think it is. And, if it's something that's really massively important to you, then sit down and have that conversation, but come up with an easy plan to rectify it, and then accept life and just enjoy your time together.
Because that's so true.
Brief. We've no idea.
No, it's true. And if you want flowers for your birthday, you're probably gonna be like, can you go and get this like particular bouquet at the florist, and make sure you go, order it 3 days before. And if you have to kind of direct them and remind them, I know it hurts, but at the same time, you get the flowers and they're glad that they were able to do something for you that they wouldn't have remembered to do.
Yeah. I got surprised with flowers last night.
Well, see, totally throwing my theory out the window. Yes. Spontaneously? Seriously?
Yes.
What kind?
So we had some flowers and they were kind of like past their best. So I said, I think we should probably put these in the bin. So put them in the bin. And then my other half went to put the bin out, and we lived directly next to a little mini supermarket. And he was gone for ages. I thought, where on earth is he? I thought he must have bumped into somebody, the neighbour. He's probably chatting away. And he came back about 10 minutes later with two nice little bunches of flowers. Very pretty. So it was very sweet. I was like, oh, thank you.
That is amazing. Okay, well, now the listeners can be like, what? Wait a minute. What am I accepting here? No. I want spontaneous flowers. That's That's like a tough act to follow. And you guys are like 8 years in.
10.
Is that 9 years
10.
now? 10. Oh my good God.
Yeah, 10, yeah. And we're just saying in September we'll have been in our house together for 4 years. And I can still remember moving in. So that has gone by super
I remember
quick.
when you moved in.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that is wild.
Yeah. Insane, isn't it?
It is so crazy. You literally, I thought it was like 2.5 years ago or something, or even 1.5. It's crazy. Yeah.
I know.
We better like get to enjoying life because it's not very long. That's all I have to say.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Got to make the most of it.
Oh, okay. Okay, to everybody listening, that kind of like spontaneous flower getting is like, that's A+ behavior. That makes you do beautiful things back, right? Like whatever your other half wants, blank check.
Yeah. Or he asked me to fill up his car the other day with petrol. I thought he was joking because I was like, I actually hate putting petrol in my own car. But he genuinely needed me to go and do it because he was going to be back late and the petrol station would be closed and then he was leaving early in the morning. So I said, yeah, of course I'll go and fill it up for you.
There you go.
Because you just do nice things for each other.
But that's the thing. It's the give and take. It actually takes a lot of effort. It really does. It doesn't take effort that's hardship, but you have to be on the ball and you have like daily. Seriously, this stuff, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backward in your relationship in terms of effort. Standing still is not an option.
It's not.
Good for you. Ooh.
So, what have you got in store for the rest of the day, Madame?
Oh my gracious. A little lighter coaching day. We were out in the big city today, in Kalamata, and that was quite lovely. It's going to be chilled and cooking because I also love cooking. So it's going to be some sort of like, I want to know, like, can you combine some sort of oven, chicken, and chickpea dish? I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, go for it. Lots of nice garlic and lemon.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And the olive oil, obviously.
Bit of Greek yogurt in there, maybe.
Oh, I love what you're talking about. I have that also. Yeah. I have some dill. Oh my gracious. Okay. It's all coming together.
We just created a meal on the fly.
Oh my gosh. I swear. We should have a cooking podcast also.
Well, we keep talking about that, don't we?
Oh my God, I know.
Well, we could talk about food forever, so.
I swear. And you, what are you doing? Is there some food in your near future?
Yes, I'm going to make some Dauphinoise potatoes today.
Ooh.
And some crispy belly pork.
Okay, your house is amazing. That's amazing.
We have eaten so well this weekend. So well. Yeah.
And not gone out.
Lovely.
Like from your own kitchen.
No, we didn't go out. No, we went for a quick drink on Sunday after we visited the church, but then came home and I'd prepared a beef bourguignon the day before.
Oh my gosh, you're wild.
I am super wife material.
Amazing. You're super wife material.
He's a lucky
making
man.
A very good choice. He is locking that down. I wouldn't like let you out straying around and like bring your cooking skills here and there. I'd be like, lock that down. Put a ring on it and put some vows on it.
Yeah. We're heading that way. Not long now.
Ooh, awesome. And there's no cold feet that I'm hearing, which is amazing.
No, we did have a discussion. If one of us was going to, for some reason, pull out with the wedding, it cannot be on the day of the wedding. It has to be 2 days before.
Oh, it's still a little rude, but I'm pretty sure now that you've talked about it, it's probably not going to happen.
It's not going to. It's very unlikely to happen. Something major would have to happen. But I do not think that's on the cards. But we did have that conversation. There can be nothing worse than being left stood at an altar. Or you turn up the bride in a dress and there's no groom there. Like, that would be hideous.
Or vice versa. That Julia Roberts movie, Runaway Bride.
Yes.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yes, I won't be running away. I'll be running towards.
Oh, the romance. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Countdown is on.
All right. Till next time. So that's it for another week of Geordie Lass and Doc Sass. We hope you've enjoyed listening as much as we've enjoyed chatting. Get in touch and share your questions for relationship remedies and any hot topics you want us to cover. If you need help navigating all things relationships, Anna and Sarah are available for one-on-one coaching support. Email info@geordielass.com. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you've enjoyed listening. And if you've not, how on earth have you made it this far? I promise we'll try harder next time.